Let's see, where was I here? Okay. Time to go back. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's come play a key with Kia. Okay, 7. 6. 7. Make sure these updates go through. I just want to get these fucking updates done. It's an uphill battle. Restart if you need to restart. What is going on here? Install the patch for the love of God. Got the water bottle. Okay. Alright. Well, it's already getting pretty late, so we better grab a bus instead of walking back. Oh, excuse me. Good lord. Holy. No argument here. Hello, Jeff Gamer. Thank goodness for the bus system of ours. I don't know what we'd do without it. Theo? What's the matter, Teotot? You've been awfully quiet for a bit now.
I am fine. Teo? The sun makes it hard to see, but your face is so pale. What? I told you I am fine. I just feel a bit unwell is all.
No. Feeling unwell means you're not fine. There's got to be some place to rest around.
Ah! Teo! Oh no!
I'll go get the doctor. Where are we gonna find a doctor at? Hurry!
It was just her anemia acting up, thank goodness. After a bit of rest, she should wake up and be good as new.
That's good news, at least.
What a relief.
Just her anemia. Alright. Let's restart again. You said it. For a second there, I was getting pretty worried.
Still, I'm sorry we couldn't put her in a normal hospital bed. Mine was the only one available. Unfortunately, every room we have in the hospital is occupied right now.
That's alright. I'm sure your room will be more than enough to help Tia recover.
Cecily, thank you so much. Don't mention it, Ellie. I have to work the night shift tonight, so it's perfectly fine if she wants to rest here until tomorrow morning. Well, I'll be going then. Thanks, Cecily.
We really appreciate the help.
Tia, if only we'd known it sooner. Now that I think about it, she first started to look a little sick during our conversation with Dr. Gutner.
If I remember correctly, it was when he started telling us about the drug those devil worshippers made.
I'm fine, you know. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
Tio, you're awake?
I'm so glad.
You're that's worried, you know.
Please, there is no need to be. Given that you are involved in the ongoing drug investigation, I know it's your duty to ask me. About everything I know, I mean.
Listen, Tio, do you really think we would push you to share something you're clearly uncomfortable talking about?
Huh? Well, the investigation is definitely important. These are two separate matters. You're more to us than just a colleague. Above all, you're an irreplaceable friend, Tio. Ah.
Everyone's got some bits of their past that they'd rather not talk about. Well, I guess mine kind of ended up getting out anyway. But if you really don't want to talk about what you know, Teodot, then we'll do everything we can to support that decision.
Ellie, Randy.
That's how we all feel, Tio. But if you ever decide you want to tell us about the things you've kept hidden, if talking about them with us will help ease your burden even a little, then know that all of us would be happy to help shoulder it for you.
Lloyd, I'm constantly amazed by how the embarrassing things you say when you get into one of your speeches. Not just you, but Ellie and Randy, too. Lloyd's cheesiness must be rubbing off on you.
Yeah, I think you got us there.
Clearly we've been spending too much time listening to Lloyd.
Yeah, laugh it up.
I've already told Lloyd a part of this story, but let me explain from the start. When I was 5 years old, I was kidnapped and held captive by a cult of religious fanatics.
No!
Damn. The cult's objective in doing so is still unknown, but one thing is clear. They were attempting to obtain something by rejecting the goddess and worshipping devils. I think they saw me and other captive children as offerings. Nothing more, nothing less. Simply a means to obtain whatever they wanted.
Offerings?
Yes, I call them offerings because sacrifices wouldn't exactly be right. Though I suppose it's possible the term could apply to some of the children. The cult had several lodges and each was experimenting with different rituals. As for the lodge I was taken to, their rituals primarily involved various kinds of human experimentation.
Human experimentation? So is that why you've got those enhanced senses of yours?
Precisely. Sensors were attached to our entire bodies and we were pumped full of drugs. They attempted to enhance our 5 senses using any method imaginable.
How do we go from literally the most boring ass shit to like the human experimentation subject? Like, good lord. Let me grab a blanket.
even tried enhancing her sensitivity to supernatural phenomena by applying psychological stress and hypnosis. For 3 long years, that was my life, day in and day out. That can't be. Despite all that, I was one of the lucky ones. None of the children could withstand the procedures except for me. One by one, they began to disappear. Very sad. And it was at that moment, when I became the last child remaining, that I gained this power. My hearing became keen enough that even though a massive rock wall separated us, I could hear the others' final cries as though I was right there in the room with them. Tio, those monsters. Then something happened. Lloyd's brother, Guy, broke into the lodge. The team accompanying Guy was able to neutralize the cult followers and dismantle the lodge's operations. Resistance was strong, but the moment the lodge fell, most of the cultists committed suicide. Guy passed by countless bodies littering the ground until he finally reached the ceremonial chamber. There he found me, the only surviving child. Really sounds like a fucking Silent Hill plot. Good lord. Like, Guy was just in like a completely... He was in like a action-adventure horror game. Okay, 7. You want to let me screen connect correctly? By the time Guy found me, I was wasting away, so weak I was near death myself. I was quickly brought to this hospital and spent several months recuperating here. What happened after that I've already told Lloyd about, so that's what really happened. Tio, and in a cruel twist of fate, I was so grateful to Guy for saving me from that place. When I heard that he passed away 3 years ago, I didn't feel much of anything. It's as if, in exchange for this power, I had my emotions stripped away. That's how it felt to me, at least. Tio. But I think back then I actually wanted to ask him something. I wanted to ask a strong, impossibly optimistic person like Guy, how exactly should a broken person like me live? In the end, though, I missed my chance to ask and ended up being recruited by the Epstein Foundation. Oh. After that, I joined the special support section and began to live with all of you. But even now, I still haven't figured out the answer. How should I live my life? And why? Why did I survive? Why am I here? Tio! You don't have to worry about that. It's okay to not know the answers. Everyone struggles with those very same questions. Ellie, that's an interesting way to put it. I was tortured for years, and now I'm worried that I don't feel any emotions at all. And I wanted to ask, what's the point in being alive? Ellie, someone who was raised, like, incredibly wealthy. Everyone has those questions, Tio. Like, I know she's doing her best, but I mean... Yeah. Like, if your great-grandma dies and you ask, why should I be alive because I liked her, like, it's a little different than, you know, if some other stuff is happening to you. What? It's like, goddamn. Why are we here? How should we live our lives? There are many people out there who do have answers for those questions, Tio. Also, hello, Lucis. Me, Ellie, Randy, we're all lost, the same as you. And though I definitely lost my way for a bit, that's for sure. Still, Tio thought there's no reason to rush to find an answer to these questions. They got their entire lives to figure stuff like that out. But, if you can't help but wonder what the answers are, all you need to do is keep searching for them. Remember, you don't have to do it all alone. You can search for the answers together. Of course, that includes me, Randy, the Chief, Kia, even Sight. We're all here for you. We'll help you find the answers you're looking for. I knew it. Lloyd really has rubbed off on you two. You're all making such cheesy speeches now. I said something embarrassing to Lloyd, and I thought we were on a date, but it really wasn't a date. Helly, I know you're trying to make me feel better, but I don't know if you really understand my circumstances. No, I totally get it. We're the same. I did have a friend once who I had sort of had a bit of a mental breakdown. Well, I mean, I had several mental breakdowns, but there was a moment where I was like, I have a really hard time identifying with you guys. I was living with them at the time. Like, you know, some of the things that like we talk about, like it just like relative to what had happened to me, it's really hard to identify with. And he said something that is in hindsight incredibly naive, but in a very similar thing. He said like, well, you know, the worst thing that's happened to me is just like relative, and that's how it is with everybody. That, you know, like that's the deepest that I've experienced. So it's like, you know, it's your deepest and my deepest, and neither one is deeper. And it's like, in hindsight, no, that's not true at all. People can have much deeper experiences than others, and emotions can go to places that like are impossible, absolutely impossible to relate to unless, you know, another person has been on a similar wavelength. And I think that I've had definitely dealt with people who believe that like that's not the situation. And it's like, no. Like, there's some people whose minds completely break after their experiences. Like, if that's not what's happening to you, then, like, it's just not the same thing. Yeah, that's it. It's, yeah. It's odd because, like, again, like you said, it's like, I just had to take that and be like, well, that's something, you know, but, yeah. It could, that's how it felt, but that was the exact issue that I had a bit of a breakdown about, was that, like, my friend just could not understand me, like, completely, and then that was his answer, and it's like, well, proves my point. Why are you like this? We didn't really have a say in the matter, you know? The moment we joined the SSS, we were fated to fall victim to Lloyd's sappiness. Randy's right. We're a team. We share what we feel, even if it is embarrassing. I don't really get why this is my fault, but I definitely agree with Ellie's last point. We share everything. Embarrassment, our past pains, and of course our smiles and happiness as well. That's what it means to be a team, right? Please stop. All your sappy feelings are smothering me. I don't know how much more I can take, but for some reason it's not a bad feeling. After their heartfelt talk, the SSS took the bus back to Crossbell City. When they returned to the SSS building and put an exhausted Tio in bed, Lloyd, Ellie, and Randy decided to have one more talk with Chief Sergey. Also, that is not the only person that I've interacted with who had said something almost beat for beat the same. He said it the best, but I had other roommates that I was friends with at one point, like, basically say the same thing. And the guy that I was having that conversation with, his dad was a literal millionaire. So, you know, it was very hard for me to be on his side, but I digress. Well, for DLSS 5, it just depends on, like, we need to see more of it to, I think, actually get a determination. Like, I need to see real life use cases where developers are saying this is how we want to use it, not just like NVIDIA blanket statement over like a game that they didn't create saying like, doesn't this look better? Because if a developer is using it in a way that might work out better, I think that would be worth something. But like, also can't just be like, oh yeah, all DLSS 5 stuff is good. Damn it, that name again. Gnosis. Chief, it's about time you tell us. Please tell us what my brother was involved in 6 years ago, and about the cult that kidnapped Tio. Please, you must be aware of everything that happened. I had the feeling you knew what was up with Tio Top from the start. Of course I know about the cult. Back when they were at the height of their power, it was Guy and I who tracked down and took out one of their lodges. You did? The chief, you were my brothers? Yeah, I was Guy's superior officer. I guess even back then I was a bit of an oddball in the force. So one day I ended up with two unconventional rookies assigned to serve under me. One of them being your brother. Guy was impulsive, a bit reckless too, but he was a damn great detective. The other rookie was like night and day in terms of personality. Two of them made a hell of a team. Who exactly was this other rookie? Well, tell me it was that Dudley guy from the First Division. No, Dudley was hired straight into the First. The guy was practically born for that division. As for this other rookie, bet you heard of him somewhere before. His name is Arios McLean.
What? See, now this is a time when we could have had like a Final Fantasy VIII, like swapping between timelines. Would have been so cool to have a flashback of this and where you're fully playing it. That would have been fun. It would have been really dark, obviously, because there was a lot of dead children and dead people on the ground. But like, hey man, I would have enjoyed it. Yeah, people who say it's run locally on your hardware, it's like, yeah. Uh, Talk about missing the point that it's like, okay, what about the technology, the amount of tech that was needed to create DLSS 5? Like, I mean, maybe that's a bigger conversation than someone would be ready for, but also, like, I don't doubt that as we go on, the idea of DLSS is so that you can stream games, because that's what NVIDIA wants to do. They want you to just sign up for GeForce Now, turn on DLSS so that you have a bunch of fake frames so that it doesn't feel like your game is stuttering. So you can play at 400 frames a second, and for it to look really good. And then they're just using like server farms where they're pumping out like 5090s at ridiculously high levels, just like they do with the rest of their AI stuff. And like, you know, it's kind of like ray tracing, where it's like, yeah, ray tracing is also run locally, but the amount of electricity it uses is so much more than you would want. Like, if you were just playing ray tracing games, like if you had ray tracing highest settings and a device that could run those, you'd be paying an extra like $80 to $150 a month in electricity. Yeah. Lucis out here still getting in arguments with people on the internet who cannot see the point. Forest for the trees. What? He was part of the police? He was, but he traded his police badge in for the Bracer's Gauntlet some years back. Okay, I really hope these updates go beyond 4%. Oh, let's just restart. Now that's probably one of the reasons the police here in Crossbow have such a rocky relationship with the guild. I don't see that coming. So my brother and Arios joined the force at the same time. Yeah, though Arios was a couple years older than Guy. And it showed. Arios was always a bit more mature. He was already a family man with a wife and daughter at the time. Guy, on the other hand, he was as bright-eyed as he was foolish. A wild card who was always rushing off to help people. I think their many differences were the reason they got along so well together, though. A little less than 2 years after joining the force, and those two were already being heralded as the CPD's rising stars. Considering what we know about their skills, I could definitely believe that. Exactly. To be honest, I was damn proud of those boys. After all, not many people get the chance to mentor two fine young rookies like them. Our squad was able to accomplish a lot in the time we had together. To the point where the higher-ups decided to leave the joint investigation of a certain international case to us, rather than the First Division. Joint investigation? International case? What are you talking about? Yes, it was about the cult. Sergei jotted down a few letters and symbols in the notebook.
dot 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 G. That's their official name. Written out with the therefore sign in the middle. D therefore G? Devil therefore God. The Devil Trigger. I can't even recall a single line from Devil May Cry. Do love Devil May Cry, though. Written out with the therefore sign. D, therefore G, the Hicks are therefore sign. 3 dots arranged in a triangle. It's a symbol used in mathematical proofs and logical arguments. But what exactly do the D and G stand for? We never solved the entire riddle, but we did uncover what the meaning of the G is. It stands for Gnosis. D, therefore, Gnosis. Ugh. The drug Dr. Gutner told us about, the one rumored to use power borrowed from devils. This can't be a coincidence. It's already been 6 years since that old mess. Those zealots left behind a lot of mysteries, but I know one thing for sure. Out of my decades of service of the Force, this group was the most disgusting pieces of shit I've ever had the displeasure to encounter. The bastards used those kids they kidnapped as sacrifices at their lodges. So then the abduction case Mr. Grimwood mentioned yesterday, it was the DG cult. They had more than 10 active lodges spread all across the area. They performed various rituals in each of them, summoning horrific devils, taking advantage of artifacts for their gain, experimenting on those poor children. And there was always one constant in their rituals, a mysterious drug called Gnosis. This is all a lot to take in. So I had to end up solving a case as messed up as this one. Alright. Like I said yesterday, the issue affected a number of countries, so they got together and organized a joint investigation. Each country's army, police force, and bracer guilds branches collaborated. Under the command of a certain famous bracer, we launched a large-scale operation to round up and suppress every one of the cults and lodges. As to the small squad of 3, we were in charge of taking down a lodge located on the outskirts of Altair, located in western Calvert. So, is the implication then the one that Ren was a part of also a lodge? Because I thought that that was just like a sex crime place. Or is it also a lodge? I mean, it's not good either way, but all these are pending a restart. I just restarted the computer. God damn. Okay, well that actually got to 6%, so maybe this is actually just taking a while. I'm trying to do all these updates. Alright, fair enough. Not only were they devil worshippers, but it was also a child prostitution ring. Cool. We go from literally the most milquetoast quests to the most hardcore quests very, very abruptly. There's only 2 gears in this car, 1st and 7th. As for my small squad of 3, we were in charge of taking down a lodge located on the outskirts of Altair, located in western Calvert. It was there that Guy rescued Tia Plata, who was 8 years old at the time. Tia was emaciated and barely responsive. She was one of the lucky ones. After all, none of the other kids made it out alive. And even though what Tia had to go through was monstrous, there were even more horrific things happening to the kids at the other lodges. Why? Why are people like this allowed to exist? I feel like I'm gonna be sick. Compared to the criminals we dealt with here in Crossbell, these guys are a completely different level of twisted. Yeah, we've basically been dealing with, like, low-level thugs. Even the Mafia, like, when they're like, oh, the Mafia doesn't deal in human trafficking, I'm like, okay. So what are they doing? Like, selling cigarettes on the side that they're not supposed to?
Like, if they don't actually sell drugs normally, they're selling drugs now because that's what the implication is of Ravash. Like, what is their actual criminal activity? Yeah, this is like Bully versus Manhunt 2. Really, really jumping it. Oh, I hate Windows updates so much. Why is there 30 updates and now it's saying that I need to restart again? I just restarted twice. Twice. Why are they downloading it? Like 10 minutes for 1%. Anyway, but yeah, at any rate, after that operation 6 years ago, the cult was completely wiped off the map. All its zealots either committed suicide or suffered a psychotic breakdown and wasted away. Some have speculated that there were a few survivors, but rumor has it the church and the society exterminated the rest of them. Nightmare Mountain, known as the DG cult, should have finally been over. No, I'm doing these for, Jeff, I'm doing these for work PCs, not my own. There's an organization that just hasn't been getting updates how they're supposed to, so I was like, okay, I'll run these tonight so that I'm not in the way of anybody. So it's just that they're taking forever. Now these blue pills have appeared. There's a chance these pills are the gnosis the cult used in their rituals. Yes, absolutely, Lucis. Very, very cartoonishly different. I know there's just speculation on my part, but if this is the real deal, I'm afraid the nightmare of 6 years ago might have resurfaced in another form. One that will entangle itself with this conflict between these two mafios. It sounds like things couldn't get any worse. But if all this is true, we have to do something. Couldn't agree more. Lloyd, the one who killed your brother 3 years ago is still at large. I know. No leads were found, and the case eventually went cold. Yeah, there weren't any witnesses either. After Guy transferred to the first, he'd only ever take on cases by himself. It's been speculated the culprit was an intelligence agent from Ereboni or Calvert, maybe a member of Ravash. Hell, some have tossed around the idea of a Jaeger corps or terrorist cell being responsible. Okay, you need to narrow it down, Chief Sergei. You're literally just saying anyone could have killed him. However, there's always been another possible culprit in my mind. Oh, wait, okay, so he has an idea. Remnant of the cult, right? Yeah, I'd say that possibility is even more likely now. For me, this whole thing is starting to look more and more like a chance to avenge my fallen subordinate. I'm so sorry for my selfishness, but I'm gonna be butting in from now on. Chief, there's no need to apologize. We'd love your help. Trying to tell me you didn't butt in before now? Well, who can say? But anyway, I figured it's about time I told you. I might have founded the special support section, but the one who first came up with the idea was Guy. What? This was Guy's idea? What? My brother did everything for me and put me in a position where I would be very, very privileged if I were to ever join the police force? So what about the SSS being created to oppose the guild's popularity? That was just something I fed the top brass to get him to agree to it. Well, he was still alive. Guy told me something I'll never forget. He said that when Crossbell needs is the strength to overcome its barriers. A place where young people can make mistakes. Learn, grow, and combine their strengths into one. He told me he thought that was exactly what the police force needed. Guy. And the brother of yours was sure something, Lloyd. He was much better than you. More charming, interesting, he had better ideas. I've seen the couple pictures, he's much hotter than you. What do you have to say to all that, Lloyd? Hey. The percentages, it's at 7%, it's at 10%.
Okay. I'll just leave those up so I can monitor them, but then they are in the background. Okay. So, is that the reason Tio joined the SSS too? Could be. Well, I bet she wanted. More than anything to be part of a group that carried on Guy's will. Not that she's ever said as much to me. Wow, I had no idea. Well, setting Guy aside for now, I think our most urgent priority is stopping the damage these drugs are causing. And regarding Kia, I think it's possible that what happened to her is related to the cult somehow.
Pisses me off to think about that, but it does seem likely. After all this talk about drugs being the cause of her amnesia.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm beginning to think that as well. So, Chief, can you lead the investigation to us while you protect Kia here? Since we have to coordinate with the 1st Division, we'll need someone to stay behind and give us orders while we're in the field. Oh? That's true.
Yeah, the way this case is shaping up, we're really gonna need someone calling the shots from back at base.
Sorry, Chief. I know you went out of your way to offer your help. This is key to our success.
Yeah, that right? Okay, fine. Listen up. Just like before, I won't be giving you guys any direct instructions. You can have all the advice you want. I'll even take care of comms for you. But you're gonna make your own decisions and solve this case with your own will. So you up for the challenge?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Sounds like we're gonna have our work cut out for us, starting tomorrow. Sounds like the plot is, plotting tomorrow.
Are you sure you're okay, Tio? You can always wait here with the Chief and Kia if you don't feel well enough to go. There's no need to worry. I was able to get quite a bit of rest, so I'm feeling much better than usual, actually.
Well, you do look a lot better than you did yesterday, that's for sure. Still, I was pretty surprised when Kia told me she wanted to sleep next to you last night. I just felt like I wanted to all of a sudden. Hey, Tia, you sleep good?
Of course. I can only imagine the reason I'm in such pristine condition is because I spent so much time with you, Kia.
Yeah! You're a lifesaver, Kido.
Indeed, it's as if she's our very own special pick-me-up.
Oh, that reminds me. I want you to promise me this one thing, Tio. Something like yesterday happens again. Please tell us about it. Don't bottle it up. That'll only make it that much harder on yourself. I didn't mean to be harsh, but if you were to collapse in the middle of a fight, we'd all be in trouble.
Roger, I will keep that in mind. I'm a member of the Special Support Section, and I intend to stand on equal footing with the rest of you. So thank you. I'm lucky to have people like you who I can share my pain and burdens with.
Aw, Tio. Don't mention it. Yeah, you can count on us. Huh? Yeah, sorry to step in and ruin this little moment of yours. You're planning to question some of the citizens suspected of drug use this morning, right? Yes, sir. I want to confirm what we found in the 1st Division's report, if possible.
And since we'll be busy anyway, we hope to take care of support requests as they come our way. Indeed, if we let this opportunity slip away, we might not have any time left to venture outside of the shitty.
As of now, we want to look into the stockbroker in the residential district and that errand boy from the Saber Vipers, and finally Arkansas's new cast member.
They're all acting a little strange yesterday, weren't they?
If you have time, you should go check in with Ian, too. One of the two he told us about. Looks like the stockbroker is the same one from the 1st Division's records. But it seems like they don't know anything about the trading company manager just yet.
Thanks for the advice. We'll make it a priority to stop by there.
Dr. Gutner should be contacting us later with the drug composition results. Around noon, I think.
Hello, this is Lloyd Banning to the Special Support Section.
Lloyd, it's me, Bixen.
Oh, hello, sir. This is good timing, actually. How's Gantz been holding up?
About that. Yeah, seems to have disappeared again.
What? Can you fill us in on the details?
Of course. You see, Gantz finally woke up last night, but he kept fading in and out of consciousness, so we decided to let him continue to sleep for the time being. Just to be safe, I stayed with him overnight, thinking I'd report back to you today. That when I woke in the morning, Gantz was nowhere to be found.
I see.
He left me money for a cab fare. I feel like I've never been so used in my life.
Have you called the hotel or the casino?
Yes, but I was told that no one has seen him for quite some time. Lloyd, what should we do? For now, I think it'd be best if you stayed at the hotel, sir. It's possible the Gans might come back. We were already going out to gather some information, so we'll make sure to keep an eye out for him. If something comes up, please don't hesitate to give us a call. All right, thank you.
Did I hear that right? Gans disappeared again?
Yeah, apparently he snuck out of the hotel this morning. Either by his own accord, or...
This is all the more reason to check on the other individuals who have used this drug as well.
And I've got the bad feeling about this. The situation might be escalating faster than we anticipated. Don't worry about things here. Just go and see what you can find. Yes, sir. You have a good day. Woof.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Lucis, I did finish One Piece Season 2 live action. It was really good. Sad that it doesn't go further in the story, but, you know. It is what it is. Chopper, super cute. They did not fuck it up, which I was very grateful for. Like, I actually don't know if Chopper could have been any more cute, like, animated-wise. Okay, buy 5 Mishi plushies from the casino? Oh my god, what? I think I have 1 Mishi plushie. Mishi plushie? I got that plushie. Yeah, I feel like more anime adaptations should probably, you know, have creators in on it. Seems like something that should be fairly obvious, but what can you do? Okay, exchange them at that Navali exchange shop. That's over in downtown. Super random. I have not done all my fishing. Sounds like this is... Yeah. Let's see if that's what I want to do. Trade other... Exchanged for Zamuria Stone. What do you even do with the Zamuria Stone? Yeah. I feel like I should just get these. Oh my god. The side quest done. Because, yeah, this is the last day before the final chapter. Oh, shit. Then it's a good time to, excuse me. Good time to get some stuff done. Okay. Maybe it's not the general shop. Fuck is the potions? Okay, here we go. go to south exit to Ursula Road. Shit. Oops. Double whoops. Oh yeah, I was gonna see if I could do these big fights. Wanted to check it out. See if I get my ass kicked. Oh, monster level 25? Ooh, sorry guys. Still pretty strong. That is very true. That is very, very true. That it's like... the game was designed specifically around just these characters, so it shouldn't be that hard for me to figure out how to do this. Which, yeah. Underappreciated.
Oh, fuck. Fucking self-destruct. Oh, wait, no, not self-destruct. That was just that one enemy. Huh. Oh, your stats down. Oops. Not status effects. There we go. I got a bag of tricks. Oh, Capricorn gem. Haven't you checked your workout schedule? Today's leg day, not chest day. Okay. 8. That's a good idea. Probably should do that. I forgot that, like, going to the hotel restores CP. Yeah, it's installing. That's 12%. Did these updates finish? Let's take a look. Yeah, I think I heard about it. I follow tech news, and then it, like, I hear about something, and it's like, especially if it's, like, not a shock, I just sort of, like, let it wash over me. Like, the industry is just gonna keep doing what it wants to do. Oh, shit. We die here. Oh, level 40! My god! What the fuck? Why are they so strong? have a way to take out level 40. Well, I'm level 33, so I would want to be at least, I think 5 levels below would be realistic, but also the way that that last fight where it said level 25, and then it was just like, kind of a huge pain in the ass, makes it hard for me to trust. I don't know why I didn't do this one. Legend says if you kill 777 shining palms and come back here, you'll find this chest is still empty. Really did not pay attention here. I do not know what. Okay, let's see. There we go. Craft book. Star. A craft book looks pretty beat up. This book contains details on combining crafts during battle. If I am reading this correctly, it resembles Randy and Ellie's fighting styles. Oh, would you look at that? It might take a little bit of practice to use, but how about it, Mademoiselle Ellie? Sure, we can give it a try. I got an achievement for defeating that one. Okay. Nice. I'll take it. Hey, somebody gotta level up. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Just a little bit of a trek back and forth. Okay, Zero Field. That hers Max Guard protects all allies from one attack. That won't be the default, but I like that, so I probably will end up using it. But in the middle of a maybe we'll see. We'll see what I end up actually wanting for more. Oof. What was that noise? I heard screaming. Hey, level up, level up, level. Okay. Alright, there's one beast fell to the north exit.
Alright, something I'll check out too while I'm over here. Oh, so close! Oh, that's almost everybody's completely upgraded. Get that EP all the way up. Probably should have done hers since she's the one I actually use to heal the most often. Yeah, I literally just ran into that not that long ago when I just had to switch. And I really don't want to have to switch again anytime soon, but you never fucking know. Ugh. Okay. Where's the hotel at? I should actually... Hotel Millennium. Yeah, 800 Mira? Cheap as hell. Okay, to the Moon Temple. Oh. I just had to use the same site to refine it because the site didn't shut down or get rid of the comments. Oh, you just have them loaded up on your tabs? Do you not have them, like, recorded? Like, where you are? Like, does it not have a feature where you bookmark your stuff? Hello, Jeff Gamer. No wonder they're not fucking getting done when they're being sent out from ConnectWise. Yeah, how long I've been streaming? Over an hour, and multiple of these are at like... At least 2 of them are showing installing. The other one is still downloading. I guess that's the Windows 11 like 25H2 though. Erase your bookmarks? Damn. That sucks. I guess the one I use shows it as like a subscription. So I have subscription and bookmarks, and subscriptions it like is like, okay, this is the last one that you read. Yeah, I think that would have helped. Yeah, you probably need an account to get the full functionality out of it.
That is not what I meant to do. While I do think that is fair, I do also think specifically it is incredibly annoying for webcomics specifically. Like, webcomics are a pain in the ass to keep track of. I'm in the middle of so many. So many. Not all of them are continuing. There's a couple of them that are, like, complete, but, you know. I feel like it can be very easy to forget where you are in some comics. Yeah, for ones that you know you're on the most recent chapter. Seems like it's about combining crafts. Mademoiselle and Teatop might get a kick out of trying the stuff in here. Hey, got another achievement. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you how mine is loaded up, because I just to give you an example of how, at least in my experience, it should be working. So if I go to my account, then it's like, okay, here's all the different subscriptions that I have. You know, and then it'll tell me if there's a new chapter and what the last read is. Sometimes they will re-release chapters, like with updated translations, and then that will show as the latest, even though the last read will be like way beyond that. That can be very annoying. But there's a few that there's a few on here. Looks like there's a new chapter of One Piece. I'm gonna have to read that. Beginning after the end. That started uploading a whole bunch of new chapters. I don't know. I have to figure that out. Yeah, I got a certain distance into Ragnarok. The beginning after the end, I gotta figure out where I was exactly. I know the war started, but yeah, I gotta like sit down and actually figure that out, because that was one that I had brought over from the last site that I was on, and I'm like, I don't remember where I last left off, because I was like, okay, this looks like the right place, and then there was a character that I didn't recognize, and I'm like, did I just forget that this character existed, or was I not there yet? So that's but yeah, it's good. The beginning after the end is good. I don't really have any complaints. You know, nothing that I can think of that like stuck out, like, oh, this is not good or whatever. Okay, so that's number 2. So number 3.
Always too bad when... Especially manhwa and like webcomics, I feel like end up getting some of the worst adaptations. Like, they don't get just mid adaptations, they just get like objectively bad ones. That's weird. What? That's like... Which dragon? Are we talking about the mom dragon? Or the dragon that he has in the baby dragon? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's a character that stays with him for the rest of the show. Odd. Yeah, they're talking all the time. That's how he finds... I feel like if I remember correctly, that's how he finds some stuff out, because he talks to the dragon. So... Odd. Very odd. Okay, number 3. Oh. Wow, that gave me a ton of, Wow. Let's see. Did I actually watch the goddamn trailer? God damn you, Crunchyroll.
次のクエストが決まったよ、アーサー。
アーサー。
優先順位は生き残ること。
Doesn't look like there's a lot of animation.
どこにいるのよ、アーサー。とびっきりの財宝なので、ぜひ力を貸してほしい。この大陸の未来を担う者たち。
That does not look good. Oh no.
それはぜひとも摘み取ってやらねばな。
Hold on, I'll have to rewind it from what I'm laughing at.
エルダーウッドの守り神。
Ooh.
嘘でしょ。こんなの聞いてないぞ。死ぬのは嫌だ。あんたの家族に約束したの。僕が必ずみんなを守る。
Oh. God, where was it? Right? Right there. Just peak animation. Just a very light sword swing. Okay, hold on. I gotta rewind this a little bit. Let's do this at playback speed 0.5. Okay. No. Brutal dog. No. That ain't good. Just don't show it then. Like, just don't show action. Like, if that's what it's gonna look like, just don't show it. Oh, man. But yeah, I didn't see season 1 either, so maybe it is a lot better. Okay, alright, let's see. Okay, we have stills. Oh. Some bombings. Okay. This is all the before. Stills. Still. Mask put on. Oh, that's it. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this one is a little longer. Still. This is the same stuff that they showed in trailer 1. Still. Some water animation. Still. Ugh. Lot of stills, lot of very basic animation. And you can tell too, because like I've seen stuff that like kind of looks like good in a trailer, like, because that's like in the trailer you're supposed to pick out the best moments. Like, let's see. Like if we take a look at solo leveling, we gotta
the weakest hunter of all mankind.
like there's more animation in the 2 seconds that they just showed right here for this episode.
They call him the weakest hunter of all mankind.
You aren't just staying on as a hunter because you're too stubborn to quit, right?
Not like I'm mad. It isn't their fault I'm so weak. I wanted to be stronger. I tried, but I never could. Not yet. Not yet. I wish I had another chance.
Like every shot is a shot that it's like, okay, this is animation. And I'm not saying solo leveling is amazing. We've talked about that enough, but like
Okay,
it is animated.
The way he's moving, he can't possibly be E rank. Your shadow must stretch into some real.
Like the 2 seconds here is such a drastic 2-second change compared to
You've been working
like
out.
right here.
Moving. He can't.
Like that compared to the that's gonna crack me up. That's crazy. You can't do that to me. but yeah, the animation quality is very good. It's so lovely. But yeah, just as a comparison, because that's the hard part. That it's like, oh yeah, so or the beginning after the end, season 2 looks better than season 1, but also like Mushoku Tensei. Oh my god, now I can't remember how to say it. That's a good example of one that's like, you know. Which, I'm gonna ask why. Why did they do that? Budget? They'll grow rapidly when they get on to a new project. Because the ideal situation with new animators is that you would have one very experienced animator or a handful of very experienced animators, and then the new animators can learn from them and grow rapidly. But if you only have new animators, I have a very similar situation, that it's one of the most experienced help desk persons quit while I was in Thailand, and now we only have new people as help desk members, and it's not fucking good. It's real bad. We're up it. I am now having to do like help desk stuff. It's more me just venting because it's fucking annoying than anything to actually do with beginning after the end. But like, you know, like legitimately, I had a situation today where one of the new guys who was desperately stupid, I don't know a better way to put it, he was like, oh, I need help with this ticket. So I was like, okay, well, I can reach out to you later and we'll figure it out. And then I look at the ticket and I'm like, okay, there's no contact information in here. You just put that this person is trying to do something, but you didn't put who it is or who to call. So I don't, like, how am I going to reach out to someone if I don't know who I'm reaching out to? So then I just had to cold call the company and be like, hey, was someone there having an issue? Like, that's... God. I'm so fucking... Chat, I'm cooked. I'm supposed to go this way. But yeah, I'm getting a feeling that that's probably, I'm gonna need to deal with a lot of that soon. So hello, Liddy. How's the lid doing today? Keeping it on tight? Oh shit. What do we got going on here? Fair enough. Trails from Zero Lid. I could kill with a single swipe of its swiper tin. Swipe or no swiping. Okay. Well, they're all dead. Scrapbook looks just like the other one. Everyone else learned stuff. Okay. Oh, so I'm very close to the point of no return.
Good lord. Okay. Yes, it feels better, but I wish that that feeling came a lot sooner. That's for sure. Like, I wish it came a lot sooner. Like, 20 hours sooner. Yeah, it's just that I'm at the point of no return, right? So it's like, yeah, there's a dungeon here, but if I go past that dungeon, then I can't go back to do anything else. So it's like I'm right before the end game, I guess. Is that the right way to say it? Like right before the final chapter, where I don't get to go back. Open the door at the end, yes. Check this out first. Okay, there we go. Everybody's slots are upgraded. Getting slotty in here. Bunch of dirty slots. Okay. All right. Yes, I was gonna go over here. Turn in. Port to HQ. A power suit. Defense plus 60. Defense plus 120? Holy shit. What the fuck? That's... I suppose that wasn't a very good jacket that I had on. He has a plus 90 on. And plus 72, but 120? God damn. I said, god damn. Okay. Alright, so now regular stuff. Right. Maybe we should contact the authorities, Ian. But if we were proven wrong, I say we confirm our suspicions first. If we're proven wrong, this could end up disastrous for it. You're probably right. Oh, hello there. The Special Support Section. Ah, Ian, I think IDEOS may be shining down on us today. They might just be what we need to put an end to this matter. Indeed, they have impeccable timing. Excuse me, but what exactly are you talking about? Something happened to you two? Well, it's actually about the owner of the trading company I mentioned yesterday. Not a single person has been able to get in contact with him since this morning. Really? It appears so. You see, I'm actually acquaintances with the Rosero Trade Company's owner. When I checked in on things, he is neither at home nor did his employees know where he could be. So I was just asking Ian whether or not we should involve the police. That does sound concerning. You think he has vanished? Sorry, Mr. Hayworth, but with the current state of things, it will likely take quite some time for the police to respond. Oh yeah, Letty, we found out earlier that the main bad guys of this game, well, I mean, I guess I found out, since obviously was already aware, but the main bad guys are a cult that operated 6 years prior, where the cult was running like a bunch of experimentations on children to like summon demons, and they had like 6 or 7, I
forget what they call them, houses or warehouses, whatever, where they were doing these experiments on children to like summon demons and the like. Lodges, that's what right. Lodges. And Tio, the blue-haired girl here, was in one of those, where she was like drugged a whole bunch and really terrible. And Ren was also part of one of those lodges, where not only were they experimenting on her, but they were also, doing the child prostitution thing. So that's So yeah, that's where we got some connections. That's where the story's going. So yes, it's based on true events, and they might have known something, because not that there's any ties to the Epstein Foundation yet, but maybe there will be. Sorry, Mr. Hayworth, but with the current state of things, it will likely take quite some time for the police to respond. With that in mind, would you be open to us handling the case? I'm sure that we can get it cleared with the department. I see, I'd be more than open to that, if you are willing to help. Of course, it might take some time, but you can count on us. Took a little bit for it to get interesting, but that is a very interesting situation. That now this cult is resurging, and they have the limitless drug that they're giving to random people. I don't know if a limitless drug is that something that people know what I'm talking about when I say that? Also, Mr. Grimwood, if you find any leads in the missing... Okay, good. So apparently there's this limitless drug that they were using on the kids, and now they're like the main mafias, I'm assuming they're selling it to people. So the movie show, the general, it's limitless. Like it's like how I'm just wondering if it broke containment out of only the people that had seen the movie TV show, that it's like, okay, you can say limitless drug even if you have not seen the movie or have not seen the TV show. Also, Mr. Grimwood, if you find any leads on the missing people, could you forward them to the chief? Yeah, I do, for the demon. Yep. Yes, I can do that. Be careful, everyone. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Alright. I mean, you have to summon demons. Oh, the special support section. Perfect timing. Has something happened, sir? I'm very excited to play Kirby Air Riders. It'll be a nice break in between some of these Trails' games. Actually, if you could, please keep what I'm about to tell you a secret. We discovered that one of our artists went missing this morning. Falcom. Pretty sure we mentioned him before. His name is Nikolai. Anyway, he apparently never showed up at home yesterday. We were told his family's searching for him, but they haven't had any luck yet. I tried to reach out to all my contacts, but no one has seen him anywhere. Nikolai? Is he not the man who's behaving oddly? Yeah, that's him. He was timid and would make all sorts of mistakes, but right after the anniversary festival, he started to demonstrate incredible talent. Yeah, I gotta go feed the dogs. My wife might also be going to bed, so I'll be back in a little bit. Satan, could you please release me? Santa's like, what the fuck? I'm coming, kids. Okay. Dogs are fed. It's Santa and Satan. 7 p.m. on ABC. You say talent, but could you be a little more specific, sir? Yeah, his physical prowess skyrocketed. He improved to the point where he could handle the most passionate scenes with ease. It's strange, though. It almost seems as if he was possessed by someone or something. It really didn't seem like it was Nikolai performing at all. Honestly, I get the impression he was delirious. He seemed like a completely different person.
Yeah, it sounds like we got that answer.
And he's disappeared too, just like the others. These updates almost done. For the love of God. Mr. Avon, would you mind leaving the case for the special support section? We might be able to find him. Truly? We would greatly appreciate your assistance. It's probably our best bet. We can rest easy with Lloyd and the crew on the case. Besides, we'll be busy enough rearranging tonight's program.
Well, hold your horses. You seriously still plan on doing today's performance?
Yes, we were just in the middle of discussing it. Even if Nikolai doesn't return in time, we can't just cancel the show. We'll likely have to rearrange the roles. Either way, we'll manage. Arkin and Seal won't simply walk off the stage because of a setback. We'll have to take some time to adjust the roles, scripts, and even the scenes. However, we can always delay the start of the show. We just want to make it happen, that's all. I'm amazed by the tenacity you apply to your craft. Isn't that the truth? We shouldn't have expected otherwise from them. Yeah, okay, whatever. I get it. They're passionate. Don't need to have very, very, very long conversations about every single thing. Okay. Your husband is missing. Can't. He's nowhere to be found. Want to run that by me again? Because if I remember correctly, I ordered you to bring him to me. Need your ears cleaned or something? Yeah, about that. Apparently, Dino never made it home. Just start looking for him, you dumbass. Sure thing, boss. Dino, is he the one that's on the first division's list? I don't know, but it sounds like he might be missing too. Yeah, they're all missing. What are you doing here, Wazy? I'm curious to see how the Vipers are doing. I heard their newest member went missing this morning. Can't say that I'm surprised, given what happened before. Let's relocate. Go Wazy, go Swayze, go Wazy Swayze. You know that new gopher for the Vipers? I think his name is Dino. He's been acting strange as of late. Yes, I heard the rumor. Didn't he try to take on the Superior in a fight? There's that. He also challenged Wald to a fight yesterday, too. Wait, seriously? Seriously? I didn't get to watch it with my own eyes, but he was supposedly keeping up with Wald in terms of power and speed. Wald finally managed to take him down when he started trying his hardest. After he lost, Dino stormed out of the place. No one's seen him since this morning. Things ain't looking too good. Wow, things aren't so good. Alright, this is becoming quite serious. So, is this all thanks to that fancy new drug? How the? What did you hear? Oh, I thought that might have been the case. I heard some strange rumors about a magical drug that grants you wishes or something. I figured that may be for a reasonable culprit. So you baited us with the leading question. Hey, pal, try not to run your mouth off about it too much. Don't need any more people knowing. I'll try to keep my lips sealed. For what it's worth, I don't think anyone other than Dino's used that thing around these parts. Still, though, who could have gotten it? Who could have given it to him? I'd better be more careful with my guys, too. Thanks, Wazy. We appreciate the help. Yeah? I can't believe all of them have gone missing. Damn it, that bad feeling of mine was right on the money. How the hell did this many people just up and vanish? Did they run off on their own, or did someone kidnap them? Literally weapons. We didn't have enough information at the moment to be certain, but both options seem possible. The 5 people missing may only be the tip of the iceberg. Chances are there are even more people in Crossbell City who have disappeared than we realize. I'm afraid you may be right. Just how many people have gone missing? What's the plan, Lloyd? It's probably be a bit of a pain in the ass to search for them one at a time, yeah? Alright, this has become too much for just the 4 of us to deal with, and since the first division is being pressured by the top brass, they won't be able to help. Would it be possible to consult with Inspector Donovan from the 2nd Division? He does owe us for the previous time we helped him out. No, I don't think that'll work either. I can only imagine that the 2nd Division is being pressured as well, given Detective Dudley came to us for help. I see, that certainly makes sense, which would mean that the same would be said to the Metropolitan. Yeah, just go get the bracers. Yeah, Special Support Section, Lloyd Banning speaking. Hey, rookies. What the hell have you 4 been up to? Oh, is that you, Detective Dudley? You're damn right it's me. You guys didn't go sticking your nose into Ravash's business, did you? No, not exactly. We're focused on the drug investigation right now. Why, did something happen? Why else would I be calling? Their offices... forget I said anything. If it doesn't concern you, then don't do anything rash. Carry on with your investigation. Oh. Was that Detective Dudley? What's going on? Well... What the hell's going on? This whole thing seems suspicious. Despite Dudley's insistence, something is clearly happening with Ravage. Yes, most likely. Sounds to me like we've got no other choice but to go check it out. I agree, even though we were told not to interfere. If the Mafia is connected to the missing persons case, then that is reason enough. Right, let's hurry to Ravage. There's not a single person on guard. They had the whole damn army out here when we visited yesterday. No signs of a struggle here, though. Yeah, at first I thought that Huey has gotten their revenge, but it doesn't look like it. Theo? What's the matter? It's too quiet. I don't see the typical presences within the building. What? To be accurate, I only detect a single person inside. Besides that one person, the entire building seems to be empty. Serious? The hell happened to him? Probably safe to assume that one person inside is Dudley. Alright, just make sure, let's check it out. Understood. Okay, go inside for Dudley. Damn it, what the hell is going on? Damn it, Ravash, what are you up to? You guys? Looks like I was right. It was Dudley in here. Hey man, what the hell's going on here? Didn't I just tell you not to get involved? The SSS should be solely focused on the drug investigation. Pardon me for saying, but I don't think you're in a position to say that right now. Just as I thought, there's no one in the building after all. Gah, I've been staking this place out for a while, but I haven't seen a single person here. Not only that, but there aren't any signs of a struggle having occurred. If anything, I'm the one who wants to know what the hell is going on in here. If I recall, the 1st Division was tasked with surveying Ravash's movements, right? Are you saying you don't know whether all the members disappeared? Last night, HQ received a note warning of us of a criminal threat. It stated that Crossville Airport had been rigged with explosives. Explosives? Are you serious? 1st Division was ordered to drop all of their duties at once and secure the airport. As per the top brass's orders, anyone responsible for observing Ravash's movements had to leave their posts. So basically they disappeared after the 1st Division withdrew. How oddly suspicious. Did the warning turn out to be credible? Who knows? Damn, what the hell are those top brass thinking? How long are they gonna keep stepping all over the CBD's pride? Detective Dudley. In any case, it's hard to figure out the truth of the situation given our current information. Why don't we conduct an investigation of the building? The what? Of course, I realize that there's a delicate relationship between the police and Ravage, as things stated. If we investigate their headquarters, especially without a search warrant, it can give them a reason to retaliate. I'm fully aware of the risks. Lloyd! Well then, why the hell are you suggesting such a foolhardy plan? Because there's a strong possibility this situation is even more dire than we thought. Let me fill you in on our findings between yesterday and this morning. Unbelievable! I was aware of the cult's existence, but I thought they were gone for good. However, there are innocent human lives on the line. Vital information regarding the missing people could be waiting inside here. If you can't take the risk, Dudley, then could you at least let us... Oh, actually, no. I'll be acting on my own. Do me a favor this one time. Well, there, Buddy. Don't think we'll let you take all the responsibility for yourself. Of course we're going to do this together. We're going to do something about all this, even if it means the SSS is disbanded as a result. Yes, we share this road until the end. Thanks, everyone. Seems your whole family is hot-blooded. A reckless abandon. It's just like his. Evidence obtained without a single search warrant isn't legally recognized. Surely you know that. Whatever evidence these guys might have left behind, we'd have to pretend we didn't see it. Alright, understood. The top priority is investigating all the strange events happening in Crossbell right now. We refuse to stay in the dark any longer. Yeah, look at you acting all grown up. As long as you understand the circumstances, I won't be the one to stop you. You may tag along with me, but don't slow me down. Tag along? Does that mean you're coming with us? Given the circumstances, you really think I could leave everything to some rookies like you? From now on, this operation will be under my command. I'll be taking full responsibility, no questions. Understood? Dudley. Yeah, the detective doth protest too much, methinks. Though his tone is harsh, his actions betray caring nature deep down. Shut up, you two. Anyway, we should proceed with our search. Report anything suspicious or out of the order to me ASAP. Yes, sir. Okay. Got that tunnel vision. This is the parlor we were in before, right? Yep, I recognize all the gaudy-ass furniture. I doubt there'd be any useful evidence in a place like this. Gio, did you sense something? Yes, I get the same feeling when we were here before, but it almost feels like there is something more to this room. I think there's some kind of trick to it? Can you elaborate? Maybe there's some sort of mechanism in here. So it may just be my imagination. Yeah, when have you ever been wrong about something like this, Dio? 8. I wonder if it's just taking too long. So if that's the case, then yeah, I do actually need to download the full 24H2 and put it on the desktops. Okay. I don't know why the going so slow. Confirm. Download. Great, let's take a look around. This painting. It is suspicious. Let's take a closer look. Right. Wow. Theo thought 6 cents is the day. Seems like we got 2 slots or something here. And then slots, perhaps they are actually keyholes. Gotta get a Keyblade Master in here. Something may happen if we unlock them both. Alright, if we find any keys, let's see if they fit here. Let's just start shoving stuff in the holes and see if it works. What is this? Is it some sort of terminal? Maybe this is a password-operated device. I can only imagine it's connected to this very conspicuous gate. It's simply sticking out like a sore thumb. Theo thought. Doesn't look like it'll open unless we have the correct password. I forgot Dudley was something, and it's like, who is that guy? Oh my god, Dudley? Stick in the mud? So if someone happened to write it down somewhere, we might be able to find it. It's worth a shot. Let's take a look. I saw. Maybe it's hallucinating then. Okay. I went further in than I thought I did. Swimsuit magazine is sitting on the table. This looks like a magazine some of the underlings are probably reading. Oh damn, it's the newest issue of Hot Shots. I haven't been able to pick up my copy yet. Flip flip, aren't you ladies smoking? Randy, you lecherous. I don't know what else you were expecting from Randy. Ah, no sense of decorum. Wait, I just saw something between the pages. Huh? Oh, you're right. There's some kind of memo segment. The title and author of the most popular fairy tale at the library. This must be the password to the device we came across. Indeed, it looks like it is. Alright, let's head back to the device and see if we can figure out the password. Maybe it was up here. This bookcase is back full, except for this odd gap here. Maybe someone borrowed the books that were here? No. There's a pressure-sensitive device in the bottom of this particular shelf. If we put an object with specific weight on it, it may activate some sort of mechanism. Lloyd really goes under the radar, but he's definitely still a man. Sheesh, did he stumble into some kind of spy novel or something? What a juvenile security system. Sure, this will be simple enough. We'll just search the building for any weighted objects that fit the gap. Understood. Okay, yeah. I'm hitting the wall here. How long did I play for? 2 hours? Okay. Getting some good 2-hour sessions in. I'm really hopeful that from here on out we'll be, kicking it up. We'll be cooking with the gas, as they say. But yes, I do think I have to go to bed because I'm very tired. Very, very tired. Yeah. Well, that's good. It's good that we're done with a lot of the random side quests. We're done with a lot of the stuff that's like, oh my god, just skip it. It's very nice. It's very nice that stuff is done. All right, well, I will say arrivederci, and a good night, and I hope you all, Satan brings you lots of gifts. That's all you can ever really hope for, huh? Okay, good night,